Now drink it slow, young lady. She was afraid I filmed something I shouldn't have filmed. Coffee makes Steve strong. Whoa! I challenge you to try to imagine what that smells like. Oh, gnarly! Hey, I'm Steve.
And I'm Lisa.
And we are Ott Mountain. We right now are in a place called Coyote Gulch in southern Utah in the Escalante Plateau. And we just backpacked in here today. You would not believe it down here. It is phenomenal. We're in this alcove of rock. It's probably 250 feet tall. I want to check out our hike, how we got in here. We have a video on that. That's part one, so this would be part two of our series, right?
That's it.
Any other comments?
I'm just glad to be at camp and ready to explore tomorrow.
For our camp setup tonight, we brought our tent, but no fly. We did not bring a fly. For two reasons. Well, one reason really, the weather said it wasn't gonna rain, but then it did look a little iffy earlier today. Good news is, we've got this giant alcove over our head. It's about 200 feet. This is camp for 2 nights. One night, just got here, and then we're gonna stay one more night and then hike out. River's running down there at the base of this cliff. And so the water we took out of there was a little murky. I mean, we were gonna filter it anyway, but I'm thinking for cooking, we're gonna go ahead and filter it first and then cook with it. Even though it should be pure, it looked funky. Now drink it slow, young lady.
Oh no.
I don't want you to get too tipsy. Not on the first night.
Oh man.
Well, we
much needed.
Always like to do a toast. You know us, if you watch our videos, we do like to pack adult beverages from time to time. And you know, fires aren't allowed down here, so that means we have to do other things. So one of those things is a little bit of drinking. You didn't drink.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, she ruined it. Everywhere we go now, we're bringing this guy. He's glow in the dark, so no campfire, but glow in the dark frisbee. Yeah,
is allowed.
That is allowed.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
It makes it that much more fun.
It does. Boom.
To the frisbee.
Whoa. Good morning, campers. Well, we survived another night out in the wilds down here underneath this humongous slab of rock that was just arching out over our heads. It was crazy to look up at that all night long. Should we show them an echo behind us?
Ready?
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna go whoop whoop.
You hear your echo at least
four or five times.
And you probably can't hear it, but you can hear it going in both directions. It's funny.
It's pretty wild.
Just a little bit away from our camp here, we are filtering the water and using the platypus. Gravity works. We also hung up our food not high off the ground, definitely not high enough for a bear, but there's no bears here, but we just wanted to get the food off the ground for any potential varmints. You want to say the good morning, camper? The dorky way I say it? You want to try it?
All right. Good morning, campers.
After breakfast, we're going to get ready and we're going to take our peanut butter and jelly. And that's our lunch, and we're going to hike down river. Well, it's probably the 5th time this morning I've already had to filter water. We've been drinking water like crazy. And the thing about the gravity works, and any of these gravity filters, sometimes they're going to clog up. This river has silts and things in it, so you have to back flush it every now and then to make sure you get flow. But we're finally hitting the trail. Let's go down river. It's like 11:25. We were really lazy today. I mean, we've been flying on planes, jet lagging, hopping around, driving thousands of miles, so We took it easy this morning, explored around the camp. Now we're hiking down to Jacob Hamlin Arch, which is about 1.5 miles downriver. Should have some great views when we get there. How's it feel?
It's cold. Feels good though.
You can see behind us, that's where our campsite is, right up into that arch. We're just like 1/4 mile down from our camp, and then there's this huge alcove here. I mean, it's phenomenal.
It's like we're in a bowl. Beautiful.
We just started the hike and we're already like, geez, we just don't have stuff like this out in Virginia like this.
Different kind of beauty.
Around each and every turn, there's something new and wonderful to discover. At this point, we're just hiking through the river because it's actually easier in some ways trying to find a trail when there's really no established trails down in this canyon. It's just all primitive. It's raw beauty out here and untouched. Feels really wild here. Well, we're about 1.5 miles below our camp, and right over there, Jacob Hamlin Arch. It is huge.
It's really pretty.
It's ginormous. Arch is just phenomenal, fantastic, huge. But we're gonna go on a little bit further and see what else we find.
For sure.
I can't believe this place. What do you think so far?
Oh man, it's a nice hike. It's beautiful. Trying to find a lunch spot.
Well, we've reached this amazing waterfall here. It's not a big waterfall. The way it's cut these holes inside the rock is just fantastic. Well, this waterfall is a good place to have lunch and then turn back and go to camp because we got started so late there really isn't time to get all the way down to the Escalante River. It's just too much distance to cover. There's all kinds of these little alcoves as you walk through the river where the cliff just comes up over your head and out and around. Well, we're back at camp. We did about, depending on if you ask her or if you ask me.
I think it was more like 6.
She thinks we did 6 miles. I think we did about 5. So it's either 5 or 6. Yeah, if you're gonna come here and take your time, which you really need to take your time because there's a lot to see. There are people who do the whole canyon in a day, and that's great. But there's so many nooks and crannies to explore that it's just worthwhile taking a little time. Here's to our last night in Coyote Gulch.
All right, to the Coyotes.
All the alcohol must go. Clearance sale. The more we drink, the easier the hike is tomorrow. She just said something funny. I'm gonna edit that out. Don't worry. She was afraid I filmed something I shouldn't have filmed. Every time you go around one curve here, you might as well be in a totally
completely different.
Yeah.
Completely.
Like that's our spot right over there, and I can't even recognize it from here. Rotation, rotation. There it is.
Wow.
We scaled up
Yeah.
above our camp on an impossible rock climb.
Impossible.
We climbed up this hill, rocky thing, scaled it up, and our campsite is actually, whoa, almost tripped. Our campsite's down there, so it's a great view up here because you got the high ground. So again, one of the advantages of staying put and exploring local to your campsite, which is what we're doing, is you get to see these unusual places that people don't generally go. So we've just been climbing up these little outcrops near our camp. It's a lot of fun. We're heading up.
Great fun.
We're actually heading up that way.
Nice. This is the kind of place where you might find the petroglyphs.
Well, we just came down from climbing up there. I didn't take the camera because I'm chicken.
You need both hands.
And I didn't want to lose the damn thing. But there's a whole hidden little valley back up in here. A little, like definitely you want to hide out from the law.
Yeah.
In there.
That's where I'm going next time. I've had a blast. It's my favorite thing.
Aw.
It's great.
Love making Bone Crusher happy.
Oh man.
Even in a canyon in Utah. Good morning, campers. It is 8:20 a.m. but the sun really hasn't come up yet, so it's still a ways to go before we're out of shadow here. Anyway, we're breaking camp right now. We're making coffee over there. Coffee makes Steve strong. Slept pretty well. It was a little colder last night than the night before, so you never can tell with the temperatures here. This is hard to say, but I know one thing for sure: it's gonna be hot today. Hiking out in that desert. Well, camp is broken. It took us a little while. It took about an hour to do that. Filtered extra water, so I got an extra liter of water, clean water. If you come here and you camp on sand, remember, we always forget this, that sand gets everywhere. So this sand is really fine, and it gets everywhere. It's like a powder almost. So we are disgusting. We smell really bad. I challenge you to try to imagine what that smells like. Just get a whiff of it in your mind.
No way.
It's the same shirt I've had on for a couple of days. Well, we're going to get on out of here, and we thank you guys for coming along with us again. From Ott Mountain, I'm Steve.
And I'm Lisa.
And we'll see you on the trail. Almost forgot what to say. Bye.